Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it very much, folks. Thank you. You listen to Baltimore's Talking Live. I'm your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is Green Bean Aaron Green. He's flying around on his paper airplane right now, so if he gets around to it, we'll let you know. When he pops the parachute, pulls forward, lands in his seat. We got a lot of your comments. A lot of your comments were directed to why don't we hear more from Dr. Q, and why don't we have more shows like this? And I appreciate that. I see where you're coming from. You don't hear much from Dr. Q because some of the white people that are in charge here feel like, let's say, they don't appreciate my caliber. That's a better way of putting it. I'm like a salty cheese. It takes some getting used to, and it only goes good with crackers, if you get what I'm saying. So, and that's how they feel. And they're entitled to their opinion. I don't knock it. So I just sit quietly in the background. And then I get more complaints when I don't say anything because they say, why is Green talking so much and bringing down the show, putting everybody to sleep? And I get that too. All I can do is make certain suggestions. I can't make the man get no better. They say you get better with time. Some people speed up, and some people stay in that first gear all the way to the top of the hill. And then they want to start to go to second gear, going down the hill. So Green might be one of those backwards people. Who knows? I see he's doing his best, so I leave it at that. That's fine by me. And then there are times that he's on the show and he's so slow that he yawns and makes his own self sleepy. The key to this show, or being a host on any show, is all about the energy. Even when you're tired, you got to take a deep breath, you got to smile, and you got to keep that tempo up. Because if you bring up the tempo, people will listen to you all day if you got that tempo. But if you sit up there and say, well, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, the same way you feel tired and sleepy, the other people are going to feel tired and sleepy. So they start to go elsewhere and listen to other stations, probably turn on some music or something that will lift them up. So you got to understand, when you're on a primetime slot, energized. And when I say the things I say, I energize people, and they like it. But the white people here don't like it because the phone calls that they get are not from listeners. It's from competitors who want to bring me on their show. And that's the truth of the matter. They think if I stay quiet and hide my talent or my gift, they can keep me here. We have a contract. I can't go anywhere until the contract is up. So I don't even know where they come from, that foolishness. But the contract also says whichever comes first. So either we get 1,000 listeners comes first, contract has ended, but it really doesn't end, scheduled for modification. Or we have exceeded 3 seasons. So that means if we hit season 4, we need modification. And if we hit 1,000 listeners, local listeners, then I keep saying 1,000. I meant to say 10,000. Then we are scheduled for modification. So it's whichever one comes first. Now, if we're at season 4 and we still don't have 10,000 listeners, I already know the modification will be to cancel the season. That was the whole idea in season 1, was to make 10,000 listeners. So they're giving you basically 3 years to do it, 4 years basically, a whole presidential term. And if it wasn't done or can't get done, then they just scrape it, scratch it, move on. That's all they can do. But as far as everybody's saying that ring puts you to sleep, I ain't gonna do that. It is what it is. You can't have it both ways. You can't tell me to keep my mouth shut, and then you need to hear more from me. You gotta make up your mind. Do you want to hear more from me, or want me to keep my mouth shut? That's how it is in church too. When you go to church, people don't want to hear. Oh, I don't want to hear Dr. Johnson. He gonna get up in here with that same old. And I get up in there, and then they sit there and say, "Oh, he pretty good. He pretty good. Dr. Johnson. Don't kiss my ass. I don't believe in that. I understand about Christian people and religion and fascination. I don't do that. Don't kiss my ass. I don't like that. Especially, you don't like me. So why are you coming over there to try to shake my hand? I'm all for people who look at you and walk all by you. I had a friend of mine who was mad about something. He said, she said, and sat in a room rolling her eyes and sucking her teeth. That didn't faze me at all. You don't want to talk? You don't want to talk. Then she got over it and called me back and said she finished being mad about whatever she was mad about, but she done forgot what it was about. See, I don't believe in that. But like I said, everybody matures at their own stage, and everybody matures at their own pace. I've been a Christian a long time, so certain things I know. But if you just got saved yesterday, you ain't going to know what I know. But what burns me up with her, I would say something about the Bible, and she would go ask one of her church people, like you're trying to get a second opinion or a contradiction. I don't give a shit. I know what I'm talking about. Either you take what I say or you don't. See, the Bible is something that needs no defending. If you don't believe, then you don't believe. But like I say, I explain the Bible the way the Bible was intended to be read. People look at it and see what they see and read what they read and then think that's what it means, that Jesus walked on water. I don't believe in Jesus walking on water because that's not true. If I can't do it, Jesus can't do it. Because Jesus was not a magician and Jesus was not supernatural. To tell the story that he is supernatural, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in ghost stories. I don't believe in Superman. It's a comic book. And for those who are Christian who tell me that he was supernatural, oh, yeah, he gave sight to the blind. What? So he can go to Stevie Wonder and touch his eyeballs and give him sight. That's supernatural. I don't believe in that. Well, that's what the Bible says, but that's not what it means. When somebody says, I'll be a monkey's uncle, that don't mean Bobo or Dumbo or whatever the baby name is your Bubbles, I'm sorry. That don't mean that Bubbles is your nephew. That's just an expression. Jesus walked on water. Translation for ice is frozen water. So Jesus walked on frozen water. That's the same thing. He did walk on frozen water. It's ice. He told Peter to come out. Peter got distracted, fell through the ice. I believe. Peter stepped on water. Now both of you can't be supernatural. Get out of here. So, but people believe what they want to believe. That's why they say, how should we hear the word without a preacher? Because we need a preacher, a called preacher, to explain it to you and make it clear. I've even been told to this day, people tell me, the way you interpret the Bible, I can picture it in my mind. That's how it's supposed to be done. So you can picture it in your mind. Today is Conspiracy Theory Thursday. Also, we have an open discussion to talk about what you want to talk about and some ask us about it, suggestions, things of that nature. So I'm all ears. Phone lines are open, 917-889-8825. The Green has finally popped his parachute, landed in his seat. Say hello, Green.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all. Especially very first to get things started. Sorry for being late. Dad problems.
No, I was just looking over the comments from yesterday's show. We were getting phone calls, and people said they couldn't.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, so I'll check from now on. Every now and then I'll check, make sure that the system is not acting a fool. Now, sometimes if there's too many people in the listening queue, you can't get in. I think it's set for, I forget, I got to look. I think it's set for 700. So that's within the budget. Anything over that costs more money. And I know they don't want to spend no more money. So you'll just have to manually, if you see it, manually kick somebody off so that somebody can call in. But everybody's not listening on the phone line. Some people listen on the Skype, which does the same thing. I prefer, if you're listening, to use your web browser or your cell phone or the website, or it's directly through RSS, which is Radio Stream Service, I think. So that's all the platforms use RSS. That's how it's streamed. And I also want to thank you all that wrote the emails about your situations with your father. One of them I would like to address. A young man says that he didn't have a relationship with his father because his mother kept him from him when they would argue. So I'm going to say this to all the men out there and all the wannabe fathers, all the could-be fathers, and women in general as well. You know the difference between a boy and a man. A boy is going to play boyish games, do boyish and childish shit, and a man is going to be a man.